spoken about Jordan and Kobe as inspirations. Like, who was the gold standard for you?
Growing up, I'm always been a Kobe fan. I just watch how hard he worked and everything he does and everything he did.
What about the All-Star game? Yeah, the current format, some
I
players
don't.
don't like it.
So this year I watched the All-Star game. I didn't really enjoy it too much. Like me growing up, I always anticipate the All-Star game to be like kind of competitive and it's like you're having fun. Whereas I love when it was the West versus East. Like that, I love that format. I think they should bring that back.
Your dad was Master P, and you just
Yeah.
grew up with this game?
Yeah, I guess I just grew around the game and it just kind of just gravitated to me. Now I do have my way with the brands. I feel like I call myself Mr. NIL.
Have you noticed three-point shooting? There's more emphasis on it than ever before in 2025.
Ever since Curry's been splashing threes from left and right, it's like people have to change their game. So
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Hercy Miller joins us, one of the most exciting talents in college basketball. Over there playing for the Thunderbirds in Southern Utah. He scored 12 points off the bench in the season opener. Seems to be loving life over there. I'm really enjoying your IG page. Like, you seem to have the whole package, man. How's life going and how are you enjoying your game?
It's been good. I feel like it's been part of the process. I feel like when I play basketball, I put the work in. I can do things like you say, score 12 points off the bench. Doesn't really matter. So it's kind of just a blessing.
How's the chemistry over there and how are you enjoying your role in the team?
It's been pretty good. This is my head coach's second year here. All the boys are just gelling together. We're a new team, so it's kind of just, you know how that is when it's new guys. You gotta just learn on the fly. So we're getting together, gelling pretty well, and we're doing our thing.
What's the most important thing about flourishing in college basketball, do you think?
I think just showing who you are, just being confident in who you are. College is a it's different from the pro, it's different from high school. You got to be able to work in the system and also showcase who you really are without trying to change your game. So I guess that's just the hard part for some players.
Coming from Louisville, how was the adjustment for you in Southern Utah?
Come from Louisville, I kind of feel like I played at the top of the top. ACC is the best of the best. So I think just staying on the path, knowing that I can play at any level, do what I can do, and just keep my faith in God, I just felt like it wasn't really an adjustment for me.
How do you think your role's evolved as a senior guard? Are you guiding some of the younger players right now?
Yeah, so my role, I felt like it was very important because I had to be a leader. We had a young team, freshmen looking up to me. I had to play a role where we really had to depend on myself with injury and everything. So I feel like just kind of being like a guard, like a Chris Paul, to where I can lead others and still do my thing.
And defense seems to be a big part of the strategy and 6 blocks in the opener. How do you see the overall strategy and the biggest strengths in the team?
Well, I'll try to find what people lacking and what I can do to really make an impact on the court. And I feel like defense is the is the key for me. Not too many players want to play defense. You think about players, people want to just score this and that, but I think that it's exciting seeing a player who really cares and give their heart at everything they do. So I kind of just focus on defense and know that if I play defense and lock in, the offense is going to lead to it.
March Madness is approaching. What's the mindset? What's the expectations?
Well, my mindset right now, the madness is always a dream of everybody's, and everybody wants to dance. So I feel like you just got to just stay focused and take it game by game, and just keep your faith in and keep working hard.
You signed a 2 million USD deal with Web Apps America. That's huge. How significant was that for you, and how's that affecting your career right now?
Well, that deal was actually it was life changing for me because I was kind of one of the first NIL deals, and I felt like all the work I put in for my life has really been working, and it also it also allowed me to help my family out, and just support everyone around me. And I feel like I'm such a giving person. I also gave back to the community, and it just opened up doors for me to do many things that I love to do and wanted to do growing up.
What do you think about the whole NIL initiative and uh, how much of a role is it playing in young athletes' careers at the moment? Because, the US seems to be a pioneer in that regard.
Yep. No, I think NIL is a great thing. I want people to know that it's just not about NIL too, like it's just NIL is more just like a benefit to what you do. Like, you're getting paid for your game, you're getting paid for what you deserve, but people gotta realize the focus on NIL shouldn't just be that. You also gotta play your game. You gotta do your thing. So I think that's just one big thing where nowadays people gotta notice that it's just not about the money.
You seem to have a really natural way with brands and promoting. I mean, I saw the Hollister, Amazon Music, and I think the audience relates to that so much. Is it just natural for you? Is that part of your dad was Master P? Are you
Yeah.
grow up with this game?
Yeah, I guess I just grew around the game and it just kinda just gravitated to me. Now I do have my way with the brands. I feel like I call myself Mr. NIL. People ask, so I definitely enjoy it.
And music, of course, it goes hand in hand with basketball. Like, what are you listening to right now? Who's in charge of the music in the dressing room?
Right now, okay, my pregame, I would probably say we always have to have some Kendrick on. The Kendrick and Drake beef is kinda a big thing, but they go hand in hand. I like both of the artists, and they're great artists. So Kendrick, Drake. If you wanna slow it down a little bit, we listen to some SZA. So, and you also know I gotta have my dad on there, so
Yeah, I mean, I grew up listening to him, a bit older than you, and I saw Gone in 60 Seconds. I mean, how influential has he been in terms of, I mean, he played ball as well, right? But just dealing with the whole package and also setting the mindset, right?
yeah. So no, he's my biggest role model. I definitely look up to him, everything he do. Like, I get my work ethic from him. Like, he wakes up 5 in the morning every day. It doesn't matter. He goes to sleep at 4. Like, he just always on the grind. And I feel like that kind of pushes me and even my little brother Mercy to work as hard as we do now. And just seeing all the things he's done and he's still doing, it just kind of just keeps us going, keeps us like knowing that anything's possible will work. So he kind of just built our work ethic and just his love for everyone. Like, we get our giving ability from him. Like, we see how much he gives to others and how much he supports everyone else. And I guess that just all that gravitates from him. The apple doesn't fall too far from the tree.
Yeah, you can see it, man. What is your ultimate goal in this sport? What's the plan? Are you a goal-oriented person?
Yeah, I'm definitely goal oriented. I just like take it step by step. Right now, I kind of just want to crush the college scene and then eventually go pros. And I kind of growing up, I always thought like I'll be one and done. But nowadays, I realize that it's like your time's gonna be your time. So just if it takes 4 years, you gotta do what you gotta do. If I gotta do a fifth year, it doesn't matter. But my goal is definitely to go pro and be able just to keep showcasing my game through basketball.
With all the stuff outside of the court, you must get so much attention and girls and kids coming up to you and asking you, questions and people trying to take you away from the court. How do you deal with the distractions and stay disciplined?
Oh, well, me growing up in LA, I know there's distractions left and right. So it's just being able to know that you don't always got to say no to things. Like, I got kids in my community where it's like, okay, coaches, this and that. Like, I created a AAU team, Hercules Elite, for fun one time. This kid came up to me, I'm working out at the park. And I'm like, yeah, I could talk to you after my workout. And then he actually stayed there the whole time as I worked out. So I'm just like, if you're really willing to wait that long, then I'll try it out. So it's just things like that, knowing that it's not gonna take away from what I need to do and not gonna distract me, then it's not too bad.
You're a sharp dresser, you got a lot of style. Tell me about Fearless Dreamer.
Yeah, so Fearless Dreamer, that's my clothing brand I started like a few years ago, but I never really put into action till this year. It really started because I consider myself a fearless dreamer. Like, I've been through ups and downs, injuries, lost family members close to me. So I feel like I never stopped dreaming ever since. And also, I was a premature kid, so it's like growing up, I always been like everything's a blessing to me. So I always just dream big, continue just following my dreams, and that's where I just came up with Fearless Dreamer, and it's doing great right now. So
And you've spoken about Jordan and Kobe as inspirations. Like, who was the gold standard for you? No mention of LeBron, I think. So everyone has their favorites. What do you?
yeah, so growing up, I'm always been a Kobe fan. I just watch how hard he worked and everything he does and everything he did and his impact on just being wherever he is, the way he spoke to people, the way he dressed, the way he moved around. And also, I watched that he got it from Michael Jordan. So I kind of just grew up on Jordan, Kobe, and then gravitated to Chris Paul. Chris Paul's my favorite player. Grew up around him, trained with him. So it just crazy seeing how being close to someone can really impact you.
Have you noticed 3-point shooting? There's more emphasis on it than ever before in
Yeah.
2025. And has that influenced your game?
Yeah, so that's changed my game. So growing up, I kind of always been like a slasher where like I can shoot, but I was so good getting downhill to where I really didn't have to shoot. But like you said, ever since Curry's been splashing threes from left and right, it's like people had to change their game. So now I kind of find it fun trying to pull from far, trying to see what I can do. One game I might try to pull from half court. We'll see. We'll see.
One of my favorite moments of the Olympics was Curry versus France. Was in America.
How cool was they had LeBron and someone else standing wide open, and Curry had two people on him and shot it. I was like, you got it.
How cool was that for you as an American, as a baller, to watch that go down? And was that inspiring?
Yeah, just watching that's inspiring. So that's one of my goals also in life too, is to play on the USA team. So I think just seeing that and seeing how much fun they have and how serious they go for the country, it's like that's definitely a goal of mine to be there one day.
We've got some big stars in the NBA, you know, Luka, Jokic, and do you think the NBA is more global than ever now? Is there more competition coming from Europe?
Yeah, I think definitely the NBA is expanding. It's like you said, like the last two drafts you have number one picks from France and stuff. So it's like the NBA is definitely expanding worldwide, and I think it's kind of a great thing because now you're gonna be able to see what it's like playing against different talent. Because at first it was more just U.S. based, and you had to wait till the Olympics to see that. But now it's like you can see it on an everyday basis.
As a college baller, how do you view the G League and its rise? Um, what's the relationship of the G League as you see it between the NBA and college ball?
Well, with me, I feel like the G League is just another way to get to the league. So it's like most people think like, oh, you got to go to G League, this and that. The G League's not a bad thing. If you got to do that, it's like everyone has a different route. So I feel like the G League nowadays is like it's getting more hype, more love, and I think it's growing. So it's not a bad thing if you got to go to the G League route.
We got LeBron still dominating in year 21.
Yeah.
How cool is that for a guy that's 22 years old, seeing how much longevity you can have?
It's kind of crazy to see. It's like LeBron's 40. I'm thinking of like any other 40-year-old, they're not doing what he's doing. So it just seeing him, it kind of makes me wonder like, how is he taking care of his body? What does he eat? Like I need to get on his health program, because I want to be able to play that long.
And if you had to pick a next face of the NBA, because I feel like, are we coming to the end of an era? Steph, LeBron, they're all getting older, KD as well.
Sadly, I think the next face of the NBA probably is Anthony Edwards. It's probably the next one up.
And what about the All-Star game? Yeah, the current format, some players don't like it.
So this year I watched the All-Star game. I didn't really enjoy it too much. Like me growing up, I always like anticipate the All-Star game to be like kind of competitive and it's like you're having fun. Whereas I love when it was the West versus East. Like that, I love that format. I think they should bring that back. Because even this year, like I seen the numbers of the streamers who was watching it, like it was down, it was below average, like crazy. And then it just like you don't really see people playing defense. Like I'm big on that. Like I like people competing. I'm a competitor. So I feel like when it was West versus East, it was like people took that to the heart.
Yeah, man, that's what I grew up with. That's what we all grew up with, right? So, yeah, I think a lot of people feel the same. A lot of sports are changing. We got the TGL in golf, that they're taking indoors, they're using technology. Football, like soccer, like a lot of streamers are getting involved. Like they're switching up the rules. We see 3-on-3 with Unrivaled. Like I feel like we're gonna see more and more evolutions in different sports. With like social media and different influencers and technology and AI, is there anything that you see, any way that you see basketball going, any evolutions or anything you'd like to see, any changes? Where do you see the game going?
Just so far, it's kind of just seeing, like you said right now, it's just if you got the image and likeness, it's like you're able to open up doors you never imagined before. Like I kind of feel like the influencer grind right now is taking over. It's like YouTubers are doing their thing. Like you seen Speed was playing a soccer game. So it's like it's kind of cool to see because people would love to see that at a certain level, but it's kind of shocking that it's just happening so fast.
I feel like the sky's the limit for you in terms of brands and collaborations, in terms of brands or individuals who would you like to collab with most, whether it be a brand or a musician or an actor or a streamer? Who might we see pop up on your feed one day?
Well, me right now, I'm kind of thinking of taking all of this to the next level because I'm getting big on streaming and everything. I'm trying to take over the streaming and gaming world now. Uh, I'd love to collab with like Kai Cenat and Duke. Watching them on YouTube, they're funny. I kind of relate to everything they do, so I think that's one of my goals. And also, I'm a funny guy. Some people may say so. Even Drewski, I don't know if you ever heard of him. He's funny. So
Yeah, I know he is. Cool. Who's the most underrated player in the league right now in terms of young players, do you think?
most underrated young player. Let's see. I'll probably say Keontae George right now is doing his thing. I think that he's pretty good. Isaiah Collier. And my guy's hurt right now, but I love his game. Jalen Suggs, he's definitely a dog. Once he gets back, I think he's going to be taking the league by storm.
When you do take that next step, Houston, is that your team? Would that be the goal, or is there other teams that appeal to you?
Yes, I grew up being born in Houston. Houston's always been my team, but, I'm always a yellow and purple type of guy. So the goal is Lakers. If I can come back home to LA, that would be great. So
What do you think of JJ Redick as a coach? He seems to be killing it and elevating the team.
yeah. Nah, that's what I like too. Like I love like just being a Laker would be crazy, but also being coached by JJ Redick. 'Cause, like I grew up, the Clippers was my team back when it was Lob City, and he was a part of it. So it's like just playing for someone who I watch, knowing what they can do would be great. And even just like, I mean, obviously it doesn't matter what team I get drafted to or what team I go to. Whoever wants a dog, that's what I'm trying to be with. But
I cover a little bit of women's basketball, and it seems like a cool time for the sport, namely because of players like Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark.
yeah.
Are they on your radar? Everyone, I feel like people pit them against each other, but who's the better player, do you think?
I don't know. It's hard to say. It's hard to say. I always wanted to catch an Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark game in person, but like since we were both playing at the same time, I could never. I know one girl who's gonna be in the league in the following year, like Paige. I grew up with her back in high school days, so I know that what she's gonna do. I'm excited to see her do her thing out there. So if I could choose one of the three, I'm picking Paige.
Cool. All right, that's good to know. You got that reference. Celtic Celtic Lakers rivalry was one of the most epic in the
Yeah.
NBA. And how significant are those rivalries and in the modern game? Because I feel like that's what fans love. They get behind. We talk about Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark.
The Celtics and Lakers rivalry that was actually plays a part in my heart because me and my brother grew up. We literally divided our room. So me and my brother Mercy used to share a room, and we had the room divided green and yellow. His was Celtics and mine was the Lakers. Since my favorite player was Kobe, his was Paul Pierce. So it's like we grew up watching that rivalry and really loving it, seeing how many championships they had. We always played a game together. So it's just like seeing rivalries like that really impacts you. And like I grew up on that. So it's just I know how strong a rivalry can be. It was like
Sounds amazing. That's amazing. As someone with a famous dad, do you relate to Bronny? I feel like he has to deal with a lot of media scrutiny more than anybody else. How do you think his career is going to go, and how do you think he's going to deal with it, or where's he going to be in 10 years?
I think he's gonna be doing great in the next 10 years. He has a strong foundation around him, strong support. And like you said, just we're all under a microscope. Growing up with if your dad's LeBron, my dad's Master P. So it's like, everyone's gonna look for you to do something wrong. And it doesn't matter how big or small it is, they're gonna blow it out of proportion. But you just gotta be able just to have the love and support around you to know that with work, anything's possible and with faith. So I think that he has a strong head around him to where he knows that if he keeps working hard, keep doing what he's doing, he's gonna have so much success.
How do you deal with the scrutiny? If I had a camera in my face when I was 22, I don't think it would look good at times. But you seem to have such a head on your shoulders.
Yeah, I guess I kind of just got used to it and just learned from my dad like what I need to do and just keep quiet, just work as hard as you could, and then the work's gonna speak for itself.
And you were part of Kenny Payne's Louisville. How did it feel getting coached by him?
Yeah, nah, Kenny Payne was great. We had, like you said, it was a tough year for us, but just being able to learn from someone so legendary, someone who did so much, kind of was just a great thing for me, and it showed me what I could do and what I need to do and who are the people I need to connect with. He also taught me many life lessons. Just like he told us, like, you gotta think about this is bigger than basketball. Every time you step in the court, every time you're off the court, you're being watched. So you gotta make sure you're doing the right things, make sure you're taking care of everything on and off the court. So he taught us, just like he was kind of like a father figure, like a second dad when I was away from home.
We saw LeBron confront Stephen A about some of his comments about Bronny. Like, where's the line in terms of scrutiny, in terms of players' lives? I mean, you guys are in the public eye, but is there a line that people shouldn't cross in terms of what they say?
I mean, I don't really know if there's a line when it comes to family. I know if someone's talked about my family or someone's talking about anyone I love, I'm a step in no matter what. So it's different when it comes to family.
So growing up, Chris Paul was the man for you. Do you think he's the gold standard in terms of all round what he gives to the game on and off the court?
Yep. So I grew up just watching Chris Paul. I loved his game. And now since I kind of got older and realized that, like, I'm a little more athletic than Chris Paul, I kind of gravitated to other players. I even loved AI, Allen Iverson. Loved his game, Brandon Jennings. Right now, my guy is definitely John Morant. I'm trying to image my game around him a little bit, where it's like I'm just trying to get the balance super crazy, where I can just – I'm not the tallest player, so, it's kind of surprising if you see someone just rise up on you. So I think that's just exciting to see, and I know I could do it.
And who's the most stylish player in the league in terms? We got a lot of sharp dresses, right?
I'm gonna say Shea. Shea Gilgeous is definitely – I look up to his style, his fashion for sure. I'm just out getting into fashion too. You might catch me in Fashion Week.
That's it. I can tell. I can tell from your page. So this has been so much fun catching up with you, man. 2025, what else? Anything exciting you want to share? Anything we can expect from you? What's your biggest goal for the year?
2025, just know it's a year of big things for Hercy and the Miller gang. So I don't know what's in store for me, but I keep the faith in the Lord, and I know it's gonna be a big year and a year of many things. So I'm excited.
Maximum respect. Hercy Miller, keep an eye on it. Always big things, very exciting times. Much appreciated.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Respect. Thanks so much. Cheers.